Imagine arriving in Canada with just your passport and a smile. No long visa applications, no embassy appointments, no stress. Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's real. Starting in 2025, travelers from 10 Asian countries will be able to enter Canada visa-free. So what's behind this bold move? Which countries are included? And more importantly, what does this mean for tourists, business travelers, and even immigration trends? Stick with us as we break down everything you need to know about Canada's new visa waiver expansion and why 2025 might just be the year of your Canadian dream. Before we dive into the why, let's run through the 10 lucky countries that are getting visa-free access to Canada in 2025. These countries have been selected based on strong diplomatic ties, economic power, and low immigration risks. Here's the list: Japan, South Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, India, Philippines, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait. Now let's break them down one by one. Canada and Japan share a long-standing partnership rooted in trade, education, and diplomacy. Japan consistently ranks among the world's most trusted nations for travel. Canadian immigration authorities have observed extremely low overstay rates and near-perfect visa compliance. Expect to see more Japanese tourists discovering Niagara Falls, enjoying poutine in Quebec, or hiking through Banff National Park. Business executives from Tokyo will also benefit from smoother travel for meetings and conferences. Known for its innovation, pop culture, and booming economy, South Korea is now stepping into Canada visa-free. The Canada-Korea Free Trade Agreement already connects the two countries economically. Removing the visa barrier aligns with mutual goals of smoother cooperation and greater people-to-people ties. Korean travelers may explore Canada's natural landscapes, while K-drama and K-pop fans might take cultural tourism to a new level. Expect cross-border tech partnerships to also see a boost. Tiny in size but mighty in influence, Singapore's inclusion reflects its reputation as a model of economic success and global mobility. Singapore boasts one of the world's strongest passports. Its citizens are frequent international travelers with low immigration risk profiles. Singaporeans, known for their luxury travel tastes, may flock to upscale Canadian resorts and cultural events. Canada's fintech sector could also attract more attention from Singaporean investors and innovators. Malaysia joins the list with growing outbound tourism and a middle class eager for global exploration. Malaysian travelers are seen as low risk. The country maintains warm diplomatic ties with Canada, and more Malaysians are choosing Canada for education and tourism. This change will likely increase family visits, tourism across multicultural cities like Toronto and Vancouver, and encourage students to explore Canadian universities. India's inclusion in Canada's visa-free list is a game changer. With a massive population and one of the fastest growing economies, India represents both opportunity and complexity. Despite past immigration concerns, recent improvements in visa compliance, along with stronger bilateral ties, have led Canada to open its doors wider. Expect a major uptick in Indian tourists visiting relatives, exploring Canadian landmarks, and attending events. The Indian diaspora will likely benefit the most, with easier travel for weddings, family reunions, and business networking. With deep-rooted ties and a growing presence of overseas Filipino workers in Canada, the Philippines has long had a close relationship with the country. By extending visa-free access to Filipinos in 2025, Canada is acknowledging this bond. Improved visa compliance, a thriving middle class, and strong community support make this a logical next step. From students pursuing higher education to families vacationing in Ontario or Alberta, the door to opportunity just opened wider for millions of Filipinos. A global travel powerhouse, the UAE's inclusion speaks to Canada's desire for deeper ties with the Middle East. Emirati travelers pose minimal immigration risk, and often travel for luxury, education, and business. The UAE's expanding influence in global finance and energy makes this a strategic alignment. Expect more high-end tourism as well as investment interest in Canadian tech, real estate, and green energy initiatives. Qatar's inclusion is both symbolic and strategic. With one of the highest GDPs per capita and a reputation for low-risk travelers, Qatar fits Canada's visa-free criteria. The country plays a major role in energy diplomacy and global infrastructure. Canadian universities, especially in cities like Montreal and Toronto, may see more Qatari students, while tourism and investment from Doha could help grow local economies. After years of diplomatic tensions, Canada and Saudi Arabia are moving toward a new era of cooperation. Saudi Arabia is reforming its global image, and Canada sees an opportunity for increased economic engagement. Saudi travelers are typically high-spending and law-abiding. Tourism, higher education enrollment, and business connections are expected to rise sharply. This could also lead to cultural exchanges and tech partnerships. Kuwait rounds out the list with strong financial credentials and low immigration risks. Kuwaitis often travel for leisure, education, and investment. Canada aims to attract more Gulf investments and tourists by opening its doors to trusted travelers. Kuwaiti families may head to Canada for vacations and schooling, while entrepreneurs explore Canadian startups and green ventures. This isn't a random giveaway. Canada's move is highly strategic. By focusing on high-trust, high-income, and high-potential countries, the Visa Exemption Program aims to boost tourism revenue, attract international talent and investment, strengthen diplomatic and trade ties, and streamline global travel. Canada is signaling that it's open for business, tourism, and innovation. Electronic travel authorizations, or ETAs, will still act as a digital screening tool, keeping border security intact while easing access. Of course, not everyone is on board. Critics worry that visa-free access could be abused, but evidence shows that these selected countries have some of the lowest overstay rates in Canadian immigration records, or in cases like India and the Philippines, significantly improving trends. Canada's use of digital entry systems and enhanced border checks means risks are minimal, and the potential benefits far outweigh them. If you're holding a passport from one of these 10 Asian countries, 2025 is your green light to explore Canada like never before. Whether you're a tourist chasing northern lights or an entrepreneur eyeing Canada's innovation hubs, the door is now wide open. And for everyone else, stay tuned, because this might just be the beginning. Canada could expand the list in the years ahead. If this news got you excited about travel, opportunity, and international mobility, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss a major global update. Drop a comment. Which Canadian city are you dreaming of visiting first? Thanks for watching Continental Explorer, your passport to the world.